another episode of Reasonably Shady. I am Jamal Bryant.
What's up? What's up? This is Robyn Dixon.
Boop, 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 boop. Woo, woo. 150.
Yes.
150.
Thank you.
Ay,
Thank
ay,
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so millions didn't make it, but we are one of the ones that did.
Never would have made it.
That's a different song.
No, okay.
All right, guys, this is our 150th episode. We are very excited. We feel,
Yes.
had no idea.
Right? So, first of all, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
For being a Reasonably Shady listener.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
if you're not on Patreon, you're not the Reasonably Shady bunch.
Yes. We encourage all of our ride or dies to tell one friend to tell one friend to tell one friend about Reasonably Shady.
Yes. Tell people to listen.
Yep.
Make sure you are listening and subscribing and downloading and reviewing and rating and all of that good stuff so that we can continue to deliver Reasonably Shady. But we appreciate you all so much for rocking with us for 150 episodes. I mean, that's pretty much, a little over 150 weeks. And that's a
long
lot.
time.
Yes.
It's a long time.
It's like we're part of your life because you hear from us every week.
Yes. People are having sex to your voice, remember? We're
God.
part of your intimate life.
Yes. We are part of your life, your drive to work, your walks,
all the things.
Whatever it is that you're doing, and we appreciate you so much.
Yeah. And we totally appreciate everybody that participated in the contest.
Yes.
Not the contest, the giveaway.
Yes.
The giveaway.
So the giveaway. Don't really know at the moment who the winner is or when it will be announced. But yes, we do have a giveaway.
Yes.
And all the rules are on the Instagram page. So if we have not announced a winner yet,
we about to
go enter. Right. Okay. Because we appreciate you. So we want to give you something for appreciating us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So do we want to do our shady moment or do you want to talk about how you have felt over the past 150 episodes?
Let's do our shady moment.
Let's do our
and then
shady
we can
moment.
Get into
Okay. All right. So I want to do mine first.
Okay.
I think I always want to do mine first.
No, you don't.
Okay, I don't. Okay. So DoorDash. DoorDash, and some DoorDash.
Highway robbery.
There's that part.
Yes.
Okay. So recently I ordered some stuff, DoorDash, and this has never happened to me before. The guy was delivering on a motorcycle. Okay. Maybe similar to New York. I think New York does that a lot.
Well,
right?
recently in DC, I was going to Nobu, and I'm driving through the city, and there were so many. They were so many guys or people on motorbikes, and bicycles, and you could tell they were just door dashing. That was, they were grabbing the food, they were just going to and it actually was kind of genius. If you're going to DoorDash in the city, you need a motorbike.
You know what's crazy? What I ordered came from DC, so that makes sense.
Oh,
yeah. So he's on his little motorcycle, and he was trying to contact me. Okay. So he's texting me. Wow. Because I was tracking him. Yeah. And I could tell he's in my neighborhood. He's lost.
Yeah.
He's texting me in Spanish.
Oh.
And I am texting back, English please, English please. Don't understand. So I just start texting him how to get to my house because I know how people get lost.
Yeah.
And I get nothing for a while.
Yeah.
And then he starts, maybe he did a translation or something. He starts texting me in English. We figure it out. And I could see him walking over to me from my neighbor, behind the bamboo. Yeah. That house. He's walking from their backyard to me. What? First of all, why? And I didn't know he was on a motorcycle at first. I was like, why are you walking?
Yeah.
Where's your car? Anyway, he gives me my stuff and I'm like, goodbye. Because I remember I was on the phone. I really wasn't paying attention. Okay. 3 hours later, I get a text message from that house that's behind me. Those people. Nice lady. She texts me. She was like, Giselle, I just want you to know that this man, she took a picture of him. This man ate lunch. This man ate lunch on my lawn.
What?
He ate lunch on my lawn, but he kept looking towards your house.
What?
So she thought it was she didn't know it was DoorDash.
Yeah.
She thought it was a guy like casing my house to rob me. So she was like doing her due diligence. She was like letting me know. She took a picture, everything.
But 3 hours later?
I don't know what was, I don't know when he had the lunch. I don't know what was going on with this man, but he sat on her lawn and had a little siesta. He ate his lunch. I'm like, what? Who does that?
What?
So I was baffled, and I texted her back. I was like, yo, that was DoorDash.
Oh
so like,
God.
First of all, I just want to alleviate her thoughts of like, this is an intruder that's like casing the places.
Yeah.
Okay, this was DoorDash. He gave me my stuff. I think he was lost. She was like, yeah. That's when she told me he sat on her lawn.
What?
And ate his midday lunch.
That's
Snacks.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
insane.
crazy.
DoorDash. So, as a matter of fact, I was on the phone with my manager.
Yeah.
And I was telling her about it. I was like, this man is crazy. So she was like, Gizelle, you can't complain because then they're going to, next time you order, they're going to put something in your food. Or now that they know where you live, they might come and like chop off your pinky toe.
I know. That's the scary part about DoorDash.
Yeah, you can't complain.
Right. That's the scary part. Like they can't save your address in the app, but they can certainly remember where they drove.
Yeah,
if they
totally.
want to like come back and do something.
And do something very bad.
Yeah.
So long story short, I didn't complain
to
DoorDash. I'm just complaining now.
Yeah.
To all of our listeners, that DoorDash, y'all are shady.
Yeah.
Y'all need to do some due diligence with, first of all, the people have to be able to communicate with the customers.
So, it's funny you said that. So yesterday we ordered something and my dasher got stuck in traffic because they were doing road work near my house. And so he sends me a message and it's in English, but in the message it says, see Spanish translation.
Oh.
So he must have written it in Spanish.
Yes.
And then they must now have an option
to translate it. Right.
Yeah. And then so I don't know why yours.
He started off in Spanish.
Yeah. So maybe he didn't press a button to translate to English. Or maybe he thought you were Spanish and he didn't need to translate it.
Listen,
I don't know.
But he did the most. In my neighborhood, he did the most. You did the most, sir.
And how could it be? I don't know. I mean, I guess he got lost because he's on a bike and not in a car. Right?
I mean, it was a whole lot, but I just felt like, come on, DoorDash, do better.
Yeah.
Do better.
Yeah.
Y'all are a big ass corporation. Y'all done gotten all my money. Do better.
Yeah, DoorDash makes me nervous. Like any of it. It could be your UPS driver. That could be.
It could be Uber.
Yes. Uber.
Yes. All of them. So you just have to. You have to have a
scary.
close relationship with Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do use I told you. I think
alias.
I said this before. Yeah. I use an alias for my DoorDash.
Oh, you do? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna do that too. I use an alias for Uber.
Yeah. You should do it for DoorDash too.
Yeah,
because then that way it's like, because they don't know, like if they're picking up your food and dropping it off, they don't need to know that was your house.
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's your shady moment?
So the other night I'm in the bed and all of a sudden it was like 3 a.m. and all of a sudden I am startled with a song all of a sudden playing on my phone.
Okay.
My phone just randomly started playing Missy Elliott. So like I'm sleeping and I'm thinking like Missy Elliott is like in my house giving a concert or something.
Call Jazelle. I'm coming over.
Right. It was just like all of a sudden like
okay. Yeah.
And I'm like startled. I'm like, what is going on? And I look at my phone and it's just randomly playing music. And it's like it was just the weirdest thing. And so it was like the song was Missy Elliott, Throw It Back, which I didn't really know this song.
Okay.
But it was just why? Like, if anyone's listening, has this ever happened to you? Because it actually happened to me.
Why? Because
I don't know. This is the second time this has happened to me where my phone has startled me out of my sleep in the middle of the night and played a song. One time it was Nicki Minaj.
Okay. Hey, Nick.
Yes. They played a Nicki Minaj song. And then another time it was this Missy Elliott song.
Okay.
And I'm just, why is this happening?
I don't know. Has that happened to anybody else?
I don't know. So if this has happened to you guys.
It wasn't connected to an alarm?
No.
Okay, that's weird.
It was 3 a.m.
That's weird.
3 a.m. It was this, and just.
Juan didn't put it on?
No.
Are you sure? Did you ask him?
No. I mean, he didn't put it on. No.
I think you should ask him.
It wasn't even like, I think it was playing through my, I don't even know why that song was playing. Like, it was just the most random thing. It scared the shit out of me.
Okay.
My heart was racing. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was mad. But like, above all, I'm just curious, like, why the hell did this happen?
Right.
And how do I make sure it
so
never happens
who is
again?
shady, like the phone or Missy Elliott? Which one is shady here?
Right. Missy Elliott came in my room.
Yes. She had a party. Didn't invite me.
Have you ever seen, you probably haven't seen it, Jimmy Kimmel? He does some like clips sometimes where he's in the bed. I don't know. They somehow set it up like he's not in the studio. He's like in his house, in his bed. And what artist was it? Was it Rihanna? Came in his bedroom and started like jumping on his bed and like singing music. Like the shit was hilarious. Like she woke him up out of his sleep. And that is what it felt like. Like I felt like Missy Elliott was in my room waking me up. Yeah. But it was just my phone.
Wow.
So yeah, my the shady is my phone. Like,
yeah. No, that's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
That is wild. I saw this documentary recently. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. And Steve McNair.
Oh yes.
Did you see that Untold?
I know that's coming out, but I was like really into that story when it happened. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you know who did it?
The girlfriend, right?
Well, but then so that's what I thought too, right? When it happened.
Yeah.
But then like she shot him and she shot herself, the mistress, 20-year-old.
Yeah.
But now the documentary alluded to it being a guy that she was also dating on the side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. And that's like new development?
I don't know. It was, and then it ended. It ended so abruptly.
Yeah. I do remember it being like, when you heard the story, you assumed it was the girl.
Yeah.
And then, but it just seemed like they never really figured it out.
Yeah. So yeah, I want some clear, because she got the gun from him, and he told the police that he sold it to her. No, come to find out, they had been talking. They had talked on the phone 200 and some times. Oh. They were in a relationship.
Oh.
And I think he was getting a little, because he's a known criminal.
Okay.
And I think he was in his feelings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I think. And he shot both of them.
But made it to look like a suicide?
Well,
that's always
but the forensic should be able to tell whether or not she shot herself.
Right.
They never said that. It was never confirmed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
but they still call it a murder-suicide, or no?
The documentary left it kind of open. It was the whole documentary was very strange.
Yeah.
But that was, what a sad story.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember that because and I was particularly interested in it because he was he like I'm into
Ravens.
Sports, right?
Yeah.
He was a quarterback for the Ravens at one point, and so when that happened, it was just like, oh my god.
It was like yeah. Shout out to, I was on Delta Airlines recently. I'm not really a Delta girl. I'm an American girl, but I was on Delta, and I was actually watching this said documentary, and one of the flight attendants like wrote a little note and like just put it on the side where I was for me to read, and they were like, "Oh, we love you, Jazelle." Blah blah blah.
Oh, that's nice.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
And then another guy was like, "Oh, so they were super nice."
Yeah.
Another flight attendant walks up to me and he's like, "Yeah, I'm friends with Lawrence. I'm friends with Cal. Cal's my guy." In time, people. Y'all just get over.
Right.
Because if you say you're friends with Cal, then I'm just going to be automatically nice to you.
Right.
But that was all very nice. So I don't know what crew that is, Delta Airlines, but y'all were, the guy's name was, I think, DeAndre. Y'all were amazing.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Shout out to Delta.
Yes. Very sweet.
So it's 150 celebration time.
Yes.
Okay. So because all of our listeners have probably listened to all 149/50. But we want to first of all, I do want to say that this has been a blessing to me.
Yes.
Like being able to do this podcast, being able to just talk my shit and with reckless abandonment.
Right.
And you all listen to it every week.
Right.
Has been really just a great outlet.
Yes.
Truly thankful to Charlamagne, to Dolly, to everybody at Black Effect for even taking a chance on us.
Absolutely.
This, as our listeners know, was birthed out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And the pandemic was horrible, but something good came out of it called Reasonably Shady.
It sure did.
And I thought actually we'd be done like after episode 42. Nope. We're still here live and kicking.
Yeah.
And it's like respectable. Like I used to tell my kids, like, I'm going to go do Reasonably Shady. They're like, what? Huh? Now I'm like, I'm doing the podcast. They're like, oh, okay. Right. I won't call you. I'll leave you alone.
Right.
Like people respect it now.
Yes, Robyn. Yes. They know we are working.
Yes.
We are working. Yes. Yes. It has been such a blessing, as you said.
Yeah.
To have Reasonably Shady, to actually know that people are going to listen to us talk and be silly and be goofy, and you really get to learn all of our personality, all of our life. You know, it's like we're goofy, but we're also compassionate, and we're sometimes very opinionated, but sometimes also very understanding. And so it's just been a blessing for you all for us to be able to communicate with you all in that manner, and be ourselves. And it really honestly is an outlet, totally. From reality TV, from the Real Housewives. Being on Real Housewives is very stressful. It's very frustrating because you can't really control what is seen and what is talked about on the show. But Reasonably Shady has been a wonderful outlet for us to really say, we're not just what you see on TV, that our friendship is not just what you see on TV, that our family lives is not just what you see on TV. It's really nice for us to be able to have this outlet. And honestly, I don't know, like I'm thinking if we didn't have this outlet over the past 4 years, maybe how much more stressful.
Oh my gosh. I'd be a nervous wreck.
Yeah. It's just nice. Like we get, like, how many times have we just laughed and felt like we could be ourselves and just shared stories and just, stuff that you don't get, that, people really don't get to do on a regular.
Yes.
In this world where it's hustle and bustle, it's all about work and, school, and you don't really get to just be silly sometimes. And so
be silly and like chit chat with your girlfriend. Who you love. So like, awesome. Here's to like 150 more.
Yes.
That's crazy. That would be crazy.
I know.
Charlamagne, don't fire us.
That would be.
Darling, don't be come for us. Leave us alone.
I know. But we definitely didn't know what we were getting into.
No.
But it's been awesome. It's been a great ride, a great journey. And we appreciate you all for being here with us.
Yes. So shout out to Robyn's house, because that's where we normally are. And to her couch, which I love.
I know.
This couch is so comfortable, guys. Yeah. Like, I've never said that, but this couch is very comfortable.
It is comfortable, right? Yeah, it is comfortable. I actually do have, I would love to build, we've talked about this, but I would love to put a studio in one of my rooms downstairs. Yeah. I need I don't know, does a podcast studio designer exist?
Yes, they do.
They do?
Send us an email.
Okay.
And with a very cheap budget.
Yes.
Yes. Well, does it have to be, is it done? Does it have to be a contractor?
What do you mean?
Is the room finished?
Oh, so there's no like drywall in the room, but that's fine. We could put up, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Come through, designers of podcast. It's actually
kind of good that it's not done.
Yes. I want neon lights. I want the whole thing.
Yeah. Right. I want like the sign of Reasonably Shady and neon and So
the energy that moms gave dorm rooms, tricking out dorm rooms at where my kids go to school, that energy, that's what we need for the podcast. That's what we want for the podcast. That's what we need. Yes.
Okay. You know what? Yeah. If they can do that for the dorm rooms, we can do that. We can do that ourselves.
Yes. Totally. Okay. So we're going to have like a little walk down memory lane.
Yes.
So like just thinking about like memorable moments on this podcast. There's things that stick out.
Favorite moments. Yes.
Favorite moments.
I think before we get into the meat of it, we should just start with like the first episode, our first introduction. Like, let's throw it back and see. Do we sound like?
How do we sound the same?
Do we sound the same? Do we sound different? Like, what are we doing differently?
Yes, but Robyn, you had to tell the world that you were a juvenile delinquent in episode 1. So let's run that. Welcome to Reasonably Shady. This is Jamal Bryant here, and I am here with...
Hello, everyone. My name is Robyn Dixon.
Yes, this is our Reasonably Shady podcast. This is our first podcast, guys. We don't know what the hell we're doing, but just bear with us because we're going to figure it out. And by the time we're like on episode, 28, we'll be great.
Somewhere along the way, I met some people who weren't the perfect children, and I succumbed to peer pressure in like 7th grade.
And what happened, Robyn, in 7th grade?
In 7th grade, I was smoking cigarettes and running the streets, like running up and down the literal streets of my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And
smoking cigarettes in 7th grade. So you were chain smoking like an old lady.
Yeah, well, we were like hiding behind the bushes,
okay,
smoking cigarettes. Then we would go and like break the Mercedes emblems off of people's Mercedes cars.
You were a vandal? You were vandalizing the streets?
Yes. So I'm sorry if you noticed one day that your Mercedes emblem was gone from the hood of your car.
It was Robyn.
It was me.
What? Who does that?
I was taking a can of soda.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a federal offense. But
okay.
I think the statute of limitations. What is statute of limitations?
Yeah, it's over. Okay.
I was taking a can of soda and pouring it in the mailbox. Like the blue mailbox that you like put your mail in. Like people like, oh, I got to pay my bills. Let me drop it in this blue mailbox.
So we
literally would be like, hee, and take a can of soda and pour it in the mailbox.
So
Why?
people have Pepsi mail, Coke mail because of Robyn.
Yeah.
This is horrible. I thought I was bad. No, you take the cake, honey.
So that was 7th grade. So then
God forbid you get to 8th grade.
Yes. No better. And all the while, my parents think I'm perfect.
Oh, they were none the wiser.
They were none the wiser. Like, how did they not smell that cigarette smoke on me? Maybe they were in denial. Okay. I don't even want to.
Gladys, girl, you couldn't smell Robyn?
Do you know, like, to this day, I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. And my brother brings up this shit, and I'm can we curse here?
Yes, we can curse here.
Okay. Because I have a potty mouth. My brother brings this stuff up as if it's like the funniest thing on earth. And I'm like, no, don't talk about it. So anyway.
Okay.
8th grade. I am drinking Mad Dog.
What?
2020.
In 8th grade? You didn't even get to high school yet.
No, I didn't get to high school yet.
So you was a cigarette drunk.
And I was smoking weed.
And you was smoking weed. Robyn Dixon. In 8th grade?
In 8th grade.
Like, that's really, really young. Like, because 8th grade, you're what? 12? You're 13.
No, mind you, I'm a year younger than everyone else.
So you're 12.
Because I started school a year early.
Okay, so if my children were right now, because, the twins are 14, if they were smoking weed, I would be, like, livid.
I would beat their ass for you.
Yes.
Okay? Like, my son Corey just turned 13 yesterday, and I could not imagine him being around anyone doing that.
So do I need to keep you away from my kids?
No.
Are you a bad influence, Robyn? Okay, so after we found out Robyn was a juvenile delinquent,
I just wanted them to like get to know me better.
Yes,
like to understand me a little bit more.
Right. But then like your mom is like down for whatever. Like your mom is like amazing.
Well, it still kind of like cracks me up sometimes. One of my favorite moments is early on in the podcast. This was a very early episode.
Yeah.
When I needed to know if something that I thought I saw was what I saw. Right. And so we called my mom out of the blue and got her on the phone. And I had to ask.
And she was very honest. Right?
Well, she didn't remember.
Oh, she didn't remember?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was very honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't remember.
Okay. But this was back before you blocked your mother from the podcast.
Right.
Because that has happened.
Mom.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
On my way home.
But I have a burning, embarrassing question that I need to ask you, and I need you to confirm that I'm right. Okay?
Okay.
Are you listening? Okay, so I have this memory from when I was little, from when we lived on Prince George Road. And I remember waking up in the morning and walking to your room, and Dad was on top of you. And I said something like, what's happening? What are you doing? And you said, I have to go pee and he won't let me get up. He won't let me get up. And y'all were laughing. And at that time, I didn't really put two and two together. But when I was older, one day, I think I was just like driving or in the shower or something. And like a light bulb went off in my head. And I was like, wait a minute. He wasn't trying to stop her from going to the bathroom because she had to pee. They were having sex.
I have no comment.
You know what? That is the best thing for you to say. No comment. And for the record, I told Robyn not to call you. Like, no, this is none of our business.
Whether that is true or not, or not true, not whatever.
You
I
can't.
have no comment.
You cannot confirm that. Bob, come on now. I'm not. Like, I fell for it. I'm gonna say good job. That was.
Robyn,
Huh?
I have a birthday today.
This is her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! Listen, Robyn should not be calling you with this on your birthday.
Expect me to remember something like that long ago?
I was just trying. You remember some other things. I mean, you could remember something like that because that's like for me as a parent, that would have been a mortifying moment. So I feel like I would have remembered that no matter how old I was.
Then it must not have happened.
I think it did. I'm telling you now. I know it did, and I'm sticking to it. And for whatever reason, for whatever reason, I have never forgotten that. I literally was like, wait a minute. She didn't have to pee.
Every time you look at me,
No.
you expect me to pee.
Yes, I'm so devastated that I walked in on you all having sex.
Oh my God.
Okay, that was it. We gotta get back.
That's a good one.
It happened. I'm telling you, it happened. I know for sure what happened. Okay? All right.
Okay,
But that was a very good excuse, and I'm going to use it if I ever need to. Thank you.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to let you go. We're wrapping up.
All right. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Robyn, you are the most worst, if that's even possible, daughter I've ever met. You are a horrible daughter.
I mean, okay, like sex is natural. Why is
it is natural?
It's like she's embarrassed to admit that she.
Of course, she's embarrassed to admit you're her child.
And people will be listening. And I'm 42.
Okay, fine. All right.
Like,
Mama should have been like, yeah, I was getting it in. That was
me. Well, I'm glad I got that off my chest.
Me too. Okay. Oh my God. Happy birthday to your mom. That was a wonderful birthday present.
Yes.
So, I say all kinds of crazy things out of my mouth that I shouldn't say.
Yes, you do.
Sure. So there's that. But I blame all of that on Jamal Bryant.
Yeah. And your dad.
And my father and my mother.
Yes.
There we go. The three of them combined, I was bound to just fail.
Yes. But that Jamal Bryant, oh my gosh, we got him on Reasonably Shady.
Woo, baby.
And I'm like, okay, that is the shady one.
Yes.
He was the shady one.
Yes.
That was a funny episode.
Yes. And being around Jamal, I realized that you can be shady and get away with it. Mm-hmm. He gets away with it.
He did. In the name of Jesus. Yes.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? See, I'm not a really good cook, so I didn't really wine and dine Jamal by my home cooking.
Right.
But what was the favorite part of you being married?
Okay, Jazelle, Robyn, let me tell you this. Robyn, I got to tell you this. Do you know what our first fight was in marriage?
What was that?
I have no idea.
When are you going to the supermarket?
Oh. You didn't know before you got married?
Robyn, she was coming back with chips. And start getting home-cooked meals till the girls was born.
Oh, my God.
Okay. But but
Gizelle can cook.
Yeah, in my defense, Jamal, you like to go to restaurants and eat. You like to do that.
But when we sitting in the same house, you got to go down and say, Robyn, this is 2000. Wasn't no Uber Eats.
No.
There was no Grubhub.
This is the
we
worst.
We just got off a Motorola two-way pages.
Oh my God.
Make something.
Okay, this was actually going to be my last question to you, and we might finish it just for what he just said. But anyway, okay, so what was the best part about being married to Jazelle? Because you're the only person on this planet that has been married to me.
There's a reason. There'll be a whole nother show.
Oh my God, he's just giving it to you.
No. Gizelle pushed me to be better. And she's the only one outside of my parents who has spoken into my life to really push me to go to another level. I preached at a conference at my home church one day, Robyn. I thought I killed that joint. I mean, I thought Star Wars, the Force was with me. And Jazelle, we got in the car. Giselle's like, you have really stopped growing.
Oh.
Do you really think this is the best that you can do?
Oh.
I was high level offended.
Wow.
But it really, seriously,
it pushed you,
really go to another point. And then when this Herschel Walker video went viral, I saw Jazelle maybe a week after that. And she said, this is your vein. Why did you leave that? You need to stay in what it is that you are good at and be your best. And a lot of people don't really have authentic friends that can push you to be better. And so the thing that I value about Jazelle, she's always pushed me to be better, even if she's pushing me over the cliff without a parachute.
Okay, we're going to leave it at that. That was such a nice way to end. I want everybody to know Jamal Bryant is one of my favorite people on earth.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, one of my favorite people on earth.
Don't do that because Robyn is sitting there. Not one of. Don't do that.
You're not the. I have children.
Don't do that because Robyn is sitting there. Tell the truth.
You're one
Tell
of.
the truth.
Okay, I have Grace, Angel, and Dora. They're my favorite people.
Not one of.
And then, Jamal,
it's a 4-way tie.
It's okay. I can say that you are in the top 5. Okay, of favorite people in my entire. I have 3 kids.
We're not in sprint.
I have 3 kids.
What do you mean to say 5?
It's 3 kids and 2 parents.
I have 3 kids. I have 2 parents. Yes.
So you beat out 1 parent. That's good.
Jeez.
They're different.
Jeez. Anyway.
Okay. Thank you for letting me come on the show.
All right, y'all. So listen, we need like a montage for this one.
Yes, we do.
Because I'm always putting my shady husband on blast. Let's run the montage of shady Juan moments. Okay.
There's so many. All these girls are asking their husbands or significant others, wherever, men.
Right.
Do you think about the Roman Empire?
Right. How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
How often? And they're all like, oh, yesterday.
Every day.
Oh, every day. Oh, well, what part? The gladiators or the they think about it all the time. So yeah, I wanted you to ask Juan. Can we call Juan?
We can. We can see if he'll answer. I already know his answer. All right, let's see.
Okay. Let's see if we can get Juan on the phone. We need to know. Who's thinking about the Roman Empire?
Hello?
Hi. Are you in the house?
Hey. No.
Okay, I have a quick question. You're on the podcast really quick. It's not shady. Don't worry.
I can't. I'm in here with my doctor real quick.
No, it's real quick. No, it's real quick.
It's really quick. Oh, you can ask your doctor the same question.
Yes.
You ready?
Go ahead.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
How often do I think about the Roman Empire?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay, ask the doctor. Is the doctor right there?
Yes.
Is there any other men in the room?
Are there any other men in the room?
Dr. McCoy, do you ever think about the Roman Empire?
I just did right now.
He said he just did right now.
Right now. But
outside of now.
No, normally he doesn't.
Normally he does it.
Okay. Thank you, Juan.
All right.
Because you made me just think about it.
He didn't think about it. Why you asked me that?
We'll explain later.
It's like a TikTok phenomenon. Apparently there's a lot of men that think about the Roman Empire on the daily. So just wanted to see if you were one of them.
The Roman Empire?
Yeah.
Is that a trick question?
No.
Like, who thinks about the Roman Empire?
A lot of people.
A lot of men. I don't know.
Do you think about the Roman Empire, Dr. McCoy?
You just...
No, honestly.
You don't have time.
Yeah,
okay.
no. I mean, I don't know. The Roman Empire, the ruler, powerful. I don't know.
The Coliseum, remember?
The Coliseum, the Gladiators.
I mean, I watched it, but I ain't think about it since then.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a lot of people that do.
Okay.
So.
Thank you, Juan.
All right, everyone. Juan Dixon's Reasonably Shady debut. Bye.
Okay, so Juan has just clarified. He has spoken for all black men.
Yes,
everywhere.
Yeah, and I believe Dr. McCoy is black too.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah. So there you have it.
Juan got booted out the gym. So Juan was in the bathroom, minding his business, peeing in the corner. I guess I don't know how the bathroom is set up. And I want to tell the name of the gym, Lifetime.
Sure.
Okay. And the reason why I know this is because Juan just told me the story. Okay. So
she was highly entertained.
I was really did he cut his hair off or something?
He cut his beard down, so he looks young, right?
He looks totally different.
Really?
Okay. In a good way. It was great.
Yeah.
So he was at the gym and he was in the bathroom and his dude was in there taking a shit because he was in the stall.
Right.
And I guess that's a sign for you taking a shit.
Taking a shit. Yep.
He comes out and he just walks out the bathroom.
Yep.
And Juan was like, yo, you better wash your hands because that shit is nasty. And the dude turned around and was like, what? I'm going to use hand sanitizer. And Juan was like, you nasty man. You're disgusting. So the guy walks out and he's pissed.
Yes.
So he goes on the gym floor with his little girlfriend. He tells his little girlfriend what's happening and Juan knows this. I can't believe I'm telling the story, not you.
I know. And of course, she's putting hot sauce on it. Just letting her go.
I know. Juan knows that they're staring at him because he can feel them staring. So he's across the way. Mm-hmm. And the guy looks in Juan's direction and he was like, yeah, you just an idiot. So Juan was like,
I think and somewhere in between he said, you're not my daddy. I think that's what he was saying in the bathroom. You're not my daddy.
Yeah, you're not my daddy. I'm just going to use hand sanitizer because that's going to make my hands clean. So anyway,
before can I just interject here? Juan is a germaphobe.
Yes.
His antenna is always up for nasty shit. Okay. So when he's in the bathroom, he is watching to make sure that people wash their hands.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, and rightfully so, you're in the gym, people touch the weights, they touch the equipment.
Yeah.
And then people come behind you and you touch it and all of that. And so that is how germs get spread. So
yeah. Okay.
I'm just giving y'all a little backstory of him. That is a passion of his.
Yes.
Of avoiding germs.
Avoiding germs is a passion. It's a Juan passion. Okay. So they're on like the main level of the gym. Everyone's watching. And the guy says to Juan, or in his direction, you're just a fucking idiot. And so then Juan was across the gym. He puts his things down, walks very strong.
The man walked over to Juan.
Oh yeah, man walked over to Juan and said,
he called him an idiot.
You an idiot. And so Juan was like, what you say? What you say? And anytime a man says what you say and he's coming at you, it's never good. So the dude was like, he didn't say anything. So Juan was like, what you say? What you say?
Oh my God, the hot sauce, y'all.
And the guy like backed away and scurried back to where his girlfriend was. Okay. So the situation is over. It's dead. Juan leaves, the dude leaves, everybody's back to their corners. The next day, Juan comes to the gym. He tries to swipe his card. They's like, doot, 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 doot. In other words, his card didn't work. They was like, you're no longer a member here. You need to take a breather. They told him he needed to take a breather. Okay, right. Him and the dude got banned from the gym for the altercation that didn't happen.
Yes.
Which was based off of shitting and not washing your hands. This is some drama. This is better than the Real Housewives of Potomac.
He was so when he went to go in the gym and they didn't let him in and they didn't tell him right away, and he was like, is this because of the incident? And so they were like, I guess they did a little investigation and like, oh yes. And so he's like, who do I need to talk to? So he kept the person that he needed to talk to was not there. They were at corporate and blah blah. Yeah. He was blowing those people up and just like, this is not fair. And so this between the period of him being terminated, his membership was terminated.
Oh, it was terminated?
Terminated.
Oh, it wasn't like a cool off?
No, it was that was the message he received first. Your membership has been terminated. You've been removed from your family account. So he spent like the whole week trying to get somebody on the phone to talk to them and try to plead his case and whatever. And then so finally he found out yesterday that, you know, he was able to talk to them, explain his side. And then they said, okay, we're going to reinstate you.
Oh, okay. I like that.
But we're going to give you a cooling off period. So he'll be reinstated in a month.
30-day cooling off.
Yes. But they also did the same thing to the other guy.
As they should, because he stank.
Right.
His hands stank.
He's spreading malaria in the gym.
I don't know if it's malaria, if it's quite malaria.
E. coli.
He's spreading all the things.
E. coli.
Yes, he is.
In the gym.
Him and his nasty ass girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but it was so funny. He was so mad. He was so upset. He was just like, what do I do? Okay, so I can't say while we're going through our good memories or good times, I gotta bring up, you know, there probably was one thing I probably just should have kept my mouth shut on. You know, we don't have to throw back to that one, but
what?
When the whole damn world blew up. I mean, this podcast has gotten us in trouble.
Okay, Taylor, don't rerun that, please. God.
yeah, don't rerun it.
For the love of God.
We're not throwing back to those, but just saying.
Yes.
You know, we had good moments.
And we've had some rocky ones.
And we've had some rocky ones because people choose to take what we say and turn it into the end of the world.
Yes. Yes. and I realize with the podcast that you can get yourself in trouble by just talking.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because inevitably somebody's going to be offended.
Right.
Somebody can take something out of context.
Right.
And when the intention wasn't that.
Right. Not at all.
Not at all.
It kind of, we can get in trouble because it's like we get a little too comfortable. Yeah. Right. And it's like we're talking to each other and sometimes we forget that we're not only talking to each other right. or that we're not only talking to friends. Like we receive so much love from our, the listeners that we think we're talking to all of our friends. Yeah. But there are some people who, might listen and they want to get upset over something. And so it hasn't just been me, both of us. Yes. It'll be a headline, Robyn said this and Jazelle said this and that, and the other.
But okay, go ahead.
And it's just, that's one of the things like, I don't want us to censor ourselves. No. And I do want everyone to still feel like, I guess it's that whole free speech thing. Like, we all should have free speech. And you shouldn't be vilified for the stuff that you say, whether it's your opinion or your experiences or whatever.
Totally.
But that is kind of one of the dangers of podcasting.
It is. But I think that, lately people have realized that our intentions are not bad. I think that the people that get really offended are like the haters.
Yeah. Like they want us to be.
And I think that we have like shooken off the haters. I don't know if shooken is a word.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, once this show comes back on, that's right. They're gonna come right back. Well, now that I'm not on the show, like they can rest.
They're gonna be sad. They're gonna be like, we don't have anybody to hate on.
Who do we have to talk about? Yeah,
but where is Robyn?
Yeah, but but let's get back to the fun, positive moments. I just wanted to
throw that out there. Yeah, I think that we've stuck to like not our schedule. What would you call it? Like our segments or whatever. Yeah. But we really don't have a routine.
Right. We're all over the place. We're all over the place.
Yes. We really just talk about whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. We it's not like we have a outline that we stick to, right? Or like every week it's the same thing. But I think that's what keeps it interesting. Totally. Sometimes we'll be really heavy on the current events and the gossip kind of stuff. Yeah. Sometimes we'll be really heavy on the listener emails or the reasonable or shady moments, or, sometimes we'll be real heavy on just like a particular hypothetical scenario, what if situation, so I think that's what keeps it interesting. It's like, not to put down like other types of podcasts, but like if
we can,
because
they come and go,
right?
We still here,
right? If we were like a podcast just about business. It's like,
yeah, that's so boring.
You know what I mean? Like every week, it's like.
But I guess you need to know about business every week. I guess.
Right.
Yeah. If you feel like really into that. If you're really into making money.
Right.
Which is important. I think that there was something else I was going to say about that. Wait a minute. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, that we have no schedule. Moments. We just be talking. Oh, and some of y'all write us and tell us suggestions.
Yes.
We don't give a damn. We don't care about your suggestions. We just go do what we do.
Right. Well, I like constructive criticism.
Yeah, okay.
But, to be honest, we don't get a lot of criticism.
No.
We get 99% love.
Yeah.
And some of the criticism could just be like, you just don't agree with something we said. Like, I don't know. You talked about Teresa is the problem, and it might be, two people.
Yeah.
Teresa is not the problem. Like something like that. So
yes.
Yeah. But outside of that, most of it is love and praise. Yeah. And speaking of that, like we asked some people to like
some
send
voice
us
messages.
some voice notes and tell us how they feel about Reasonably Shady and how it's part of their life. So
yes, as we celebrate 150 episodes.
Yes, so thank you for sending these in.
Good morning, ladies. It's Derek Dash. Just wanted to get on here and congratulate you ladies on 150 episodes. That's a huge accomplishment. A lot of podcasts don't make it this far, so kudos to you ladies. Round of applause. Hope you ladies pat yourself on the back. Again, huge accomplishment. I look forward to watching and seeing you guys another 150 more episodes. And again, congratulations on 150. And I wish you many, many more. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Congratulations to my favorite rich aunties on 150 episodes. Whoop, whoop. Y'all picked the perfect day to air new episodes of the pod because, what better way to start off the week than to be reasonably shady? Shout out to the naysayers and haters who had low expectations for this pod because the two of you have surpassed all expectations. I am very proud to call you my rich aunties, be a GEB fan, a Love Robyn, and a part of the G Squad, which I came up with the name, so give me my credit, Jazelle. But in all seriousness, thank you so much for the pod, ladies. You have no idea how much it has helped me build my confidence, and even on my dark days, I love to re-listen to my favorite funny episodes, like Thankfully Shady when Gizelle literally told her family to get out on Thanksgiving, and Your Life Matters. Thank you for all the laughs. I love you too. Mwah.
Hey, Jazelle and Robyn from my college dorm in Memphis, Tennessee. I love Reasonably Shady. Ever since I heard that you guys were announcing a podcast on RHOP, I immediately knew I was hooked. I had to catch up, but I think I listened like all the way up to episode 100 in under maybe a week. I don't know if the math is right on that, but like I'm a super fan. I love you guys so much. Jazelle, I have a signed autograph picture of you hanging up on my dorm room right next to Beyonce. Love y'all so much. Thank you so much for creating this podcast. Love y'all.
Okay, here I am sending you a voice message, even though I've already heard my voice on the podcast. Shout out to having me on there. But I really wanted to get on here because I'm such a fan of the podcast because you guys keep it real. You talk about things that are relevant, but you add an edge to it. I love that you guys are authentic, and no matter what you're going through in life, you still bring a little bit of comedic relief. So it kind of helps us feel the exact same way. So Congratulations! 150 episodes? Like, I remember when y'all started. So I'm so proud of y'all. I'm so excited for y'all. And here is to like 250 more. Oh, it's Jen. Robyn, you already know who it is.
Hello, Robyn and Jazelle. Congratulations on the 150 episodes. I am from France and I've been following you for I guess since the beginning, and you guys are so funny, so I love it very much. Thank you for all the laughter, and I hope you keep going this way.
Hey Jazelle and Robyn, it's your favorite fan, Mimi here, and I just want to say congratulations on making it to 150 episodes. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. You ladies are amazing. This podcast is amazing. It brings us so much joy, laughter, and shades for the beginning of our week, and we would not have it no other way. I want you guys to keep on subscribing. I want you guys to keep on moving up on the ladder. I hope you guys make it to 150 more episodes times 3 because you ladies deserve it. Keep being your true, authentic self, and I promise you, this podcast is going to be more successful than it has ever been. Thank you to the love you show your fans. Thank you to the love you show me, especially. I thank you guys so much. I will continue to ride for Jazelle and Robyn to the end of this world because, you know, I will go to war about y'all. But I just want to say congratulations. You ladies deserve it. And the best is yet to come. So keep on podcasting and don't let nothing stop y'all. Signing out. The president of the G Squad.
Hi, Jazelle and Robyn. It's your favorite person from Toronto, Mohammed. Meeting the both of you changed my life completely. Not only are you guys the best people, but you both are beautiful inside and out. Meeting you both at BravoCon was the best experience of my life. I literally went to BravoCon just to meet you, and I told everyone and anyone who could listen that I'm only here for Potomac to see Jazelle and Robyn. And when I got to meet you guys and I got to ask my shady questions and I got to shade the Grand Dame, aka the fake Grand Dame, it was everything. You guys are the best people inside and out, and meeting you was like watching you guys on TV. I love you both, and thank you guys so much for making sure that you not only understand the assignment when it comes to the podcast, but you also make sure that every one of your Reasonably Shady bunch, including the Patreoners, get a full experience, especially your live shows. So Robyn, girl, start booking some more live shows. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so we gonna keep doing what we doing. So this is not like a bye, see you later, because I'm starting to feel like this is like this is like a send off,
right? No,
this is like y'all got fired.
Yes, no, this is we're stopping to show love.
Yeah,
because we really appreciate you all for allowing us into your lives and allowing us to give us this outlet to do what we're doing. And please continue to listen to Reasonably Shady. Follow us on Instagram at Reasonably Shady.
Oh, yeah.
Rate. I already said this already. Rate, review.
Yep.
What else?
We do have Patreon. YouTube.
We're on Patreon. We're on YouTube.
Yep. We got the things.
What else? Oh, send your emails in. You can email us at whatsup@reasonablyshady.com.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Carly may be coming back soon.
Right.
Listen.
Yeah.
For those of you all who know who Carly is.
Yeah. Shout out to Carly.
Shout out. Yes. We could not have done this without Carly.
Yes.
Well, we probably could. But but we do love Carly.
We figured it out. But yes, no, Carly's been with us most of the way. And so we appreciate her help too. So.
Yes, we do.
And Taylor.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, but we do give Taylor shout outs occasionally, but he's our editor.
Yes. He's our editor, and
for 150 episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
We love Taylor.
Thank you, Taylor. So we love y'all. We will be back. That is our episode. Don't ever forget to live your life either reasonable or shady
or both.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching Reasonably Shady on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe.
Yes. And for all things Reasonably Shady, click below. More stuff.